Today our topic is mineral salts for plants, Unit 1.2. At the end of this lesson, we will be able to define fertilizers, to know the major mineral salts found in the fertilizers, to understand the importance of these minerals to plants. Let's define fertilizers. A fertilizer is any material of natural or synthetic origin that is applied to soil or to plant tissues to supply one or more plant nutrients essential to the growth of plants. Many sources of fertilizer exist, both natural and industrially produced. Like fertilizers are important in the sense that they increase the growth and to grow the different parts of the plant. They use fertilizers as their food. As we discussed, many sources of fertilizers exist, like both natural and industrially produced. So there are basically two types of fertilizers. One is natural fertilizers, which are also called as organic fertilizers. They can describe those fertilizers with an organic biologic origin, that is, fertilizers derived from dead parts of plants or the animal manure or dung. Like they are called as biological fertilizers, or their origin is biological. Why? Because they are obtained from the dead parts or the living parts of the plants, or the animal manure or the dung or the feces of the animals. They are also used as fertilizers, so they are called as natural fertilizers. Others are synthetic or industrially produced fertilizers, which are easily available in the market. These are the pictures of examples of naturally on the right side of the slide. It's a naturally produced fertilizers which is obtained from the animal manure or the plant parts, and on the left side there are some synthetic fertilizers shown. Our question is, do plants really care where they get their nutrients? Of course, yes, because organic and synthetic fertilizers provide nutrients in different ways. Let's see the difference between organic versus synthetic fertilizers. Organic fertilizers and synthetic fertilizers. The first, organic fertilizers. The nutrients are not water soluble. Like the nutrients which are present in organic fertilizers, they are not water soluble. They are released to the plant slowly over a period of months or even years. The decay or the degradation of organic fertilizers is a slow process. They stimulate beneficial soil microorganisms and improve the structure of the soil. They stimulate beneficial soil microorganisms. The microorganisms present in the soil are activated by them. Why? Because these microorganisms, they feed upon those biological substances like the dead parts of the plants and animals and the animal manures. They feed upon them and mixes them, decompose them into the soil, which increase the structure of the soil, which improve the structure of the soil. They also provide all the secondary and micronutrients to your plants, your plant needs. All those nutrients which are required to the plants are available in organic fertilizers. Now comes to the synthetic fertilizers. The synthetic fertilizers, the nutrients are water soluble, and because they are highly water soluble, they can also leach out into streams and ponds. The nutrients in synthetic fertilizers are less available to plants. Why? Because they leach away from the plants, from the soil, from the crops and from the fields into the stream and ponds, so they are less available to the plants. They can be taken up by plants almost immediately. As they are highly soluble in water, so they are taken up by the plants immediately. Applying too much synthetic fertilizers can burn foliage and damage to your plants. You cannot use too much synthetic fertilizers. There is a proper way and proper concentration of these synthetic fertilizers which you can use to your crops and to your fields. Otherwise they can burn the foliage. Foliage means the leaves, and damage your plants. They give plants a quick boost but do little to improve soil texture. They have nothing to do with the soil textures. A very little amount or very little concentration or percentage of them, they help in the improvement of soil texture, but all they do is the growth of the plant or to maintain the healthy plant life, but they have nothing to do with the improvement of the soil texture. Here are some examples of nutrients or the minerals and salts which are present in fertilizers. First, nitrate. Nitrates, plants absorb nitrates in water through their roots. From the root hair cells, they absorb nutrients in the form of nitrates from the soil into the plant body. Plants uses those nitrates as a supply of nitrogen, which is needed to make proteins for healthy growth. Like proteins are made up of nitrogen, and that nitrogen is provided by the nitrates which they took from the soil. Without nitrates, so what would happen to the plants without nitrates? Plants can't make new proteins. Plants growth will be affected, like stunted growth. As you can see in the picture, there are some plants who have the normal growth while others who have stunted growth. Why? Because in those areas the nitrate concentration or the nitrogen concentration is low in the soil, while in the other they are high. So in that soil in which nitrogen concentration is high, the plants grow well, while others they do not. The amount of chlorophyll in leaves reduces as nitrogen helps in the formation of chlorophyll. So if nitrogen is deficient in the soil or to the plants, not available to the plants, it reduces the chlorophyll growth, which makes the plant leaves become yellow. Magnesium. Many enzymes in plant cells require magnesium in order to perform properly. The most important role of magnesium is as the central atom in the chlorophyll molecule. With the combination of nitrogen, magnesium also helps in the formation of a chlorophyll molecule. If chlorophyll is present, it gives a green color to the leaves, but if it is not present there, it will form a condition called as chlorosis. Chlorosis means the lack of chlorophyll in leaves. Chlorophyll is the pigment that gives plant their green color and carries out the process of photosynthesis. If it is not present there in the leaves will become yellow. As you can see in the picture, the leaves become yellow due to the deficiency of magnesium. Thank you.